And hello, people we love, people we hate, and people we have yet to decide on.
That was rather major.
Yeah.
Well done.
Not in that order.
Major, rather.
In that order.
Indeed.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Grimgarian.
Okay.
Before we get started on anything, tonight's episode has these two major content warnings. Implied loss of family members. And potentially, depending on how things go, potentially thalassophobia, if I'm saying that right.
And for those that don't know what that is
That is the
they're from
fear
the
of
South.
the deep ocean.
Oh. Hi,
Hazel
Griffin.
Top Sim. Yes. Okay.
I think I said that correctly.
I feel like with Reefus in general, I feel like that's just something to slap on the start of the campaign and call it a day.
Very much just got a I'm in danger mode feeling. I'm like, oh, that's what that is. I wonder. Oh no. Cool.
As an aggressive reminder to what happened last session, Maltor had a bad time.
All right, let's move on.
Reefus had an arguably worse time. I said arguably.
Physically, yes. Emotionally, no.
Comparably bad.
Comparably bad.
The end.
The end.
Aeseora and Sylvyre don't exist.
Aeseora and
Oh,
Sylvyre
no,
They just
do
didn't
not.
have bad
They
time.
had an amazing fight.
It could have been more amazing, but yeah.
We had a bad time.
I'm still processing everything
Ending
Sylvyre
of
did.
a fight, which was great.
I think Aeseora had a good time because I stole everything from someone I hate.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Yeah,
Project much?
maybe.
Yeah. We have been given a couple brand new items,
Indeed.
which I
Which
will
I'll
be...
put into D&D Beyond eventually. Oops.
Yes, but, for the purposes of saying what they are for the group, the Nightshade Blade. It is the rapier with the soft blue blade in appearance with the basket chain hilt. That is a finesse weapon. It has the light property. Does 1d8 magical piercing damage plus 1d6 poison damage. On hit, the target must make a DC 14 Constitution check or become poisoned. Taking 1d6 poison damage every turn, and they suffer from the poison status effect. On success, they don't become poisoned. And then there's the Oleander Short Sword. The gentle red blade with an Escard Falchion style. Also finesse and light with 1d6 magical slashing and 1d6 poison. Attacks made successfully against the target, suffering from the poison status effect using the Oleander Short Sword, have their damage calculated as if they were vulnerable to the damage.
So it just does double damage.
Yes.
Sick.
And then when these weapons are wielded together, you gain the 2-weapon fighting style if you do not have it already.
Oh.
Additionally, they glow when near each other and can fit into the same sheath. You can draw both weapons as part of the same action, and there are inscriptions on the blade that imply they were once one weapon repurposed into 2 or more. And the inscriptions on the blade are the poem Nightshade by James Jarrett.
Hey.
James Jarrett canonically exists. In
James-
this world.
Yes.
Yeah. We established that pretty early.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe it.
how dare.
Envy's Coat. It is an item that requires attunement, and the previous user must not be alive when attuning to this item, or the attunement will fail.
Well, that's an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm certainly trying overnight.
Yeah. There's green with Envy, so it's a green coat that styles itself to the wearer's choice, but will always be green. While wearing this coat, the user can magically track a target it is familiar with, even across different planes. It can track a number of targets equal to the user's wisdom modifier. To track a target, it has to be familiar with it. To be familiar with the target, you must know the name, what they look like, and have spent at least 5 minutes conversing with them. Mm-hmm. And then the
So what
brass
you're
knuckles.
saying-
The brass knuckles are
Sorry.
shock and awe, and you have to be a monk to use them. One of them is thunder damage. and the other one is force damage. Wow.
I'm shocked and awed.
Ow. Ow.
Obviously, Sylvyre's taking a level in monk.
That would be funny as shit.
That would be
very
It'd be
interesting.
hilarious, but
How
no.
would you use key points for bardic reasons? Because you wouldn't use them in combat. That's where they're
No,
intended.
not at all. Not at all.
See, what would happen
Figure
is
that out.
Sylvyre would only ever use the deflect missiles ability.
Hey, that's valid.
No.
Oh,
And
yeah.
no, and
That's
it,
pretty cool.
and it would just be like arrow coming towards him, 2 inches from Sylvyre's face, smiles, reflects.
He does like the
Oh, yeah,
thing
man.
with it.
Obviously, yes.
Yep.
Oh.
And the only other thing that you obtained that was not already stated as like what it directly is the necklace that Envy had.
Yes.
It's worth money.
It's not. I thought you said it was magical when we had it.
If I did, that was an oopsie.
Okay. Fair enough. It'd be like that.
One
Something we-
oopsie.
It's something we sell in a different town.
Yeah, that's what I said last time too. Like, okay,
Yep.
if we can't use them, we'll sell them far away from there. Maybe
Yes,
even in an AU. Who knows? It'll be perfect.
The world may never know.
But they probably will.
Just like how many weeks it takes to get to the 3-year-old center of a Tootsie Pop. Yeah.
Enough.
After reuniting with the group and Maltor's sister, the group decided to go back to Shine On and spend the night, where we are picking up with Sylvyre identifying all of the magic items that we have just stated.
I'm gonna say, if you needed to, I could read them all. I could have read them off. And this item we have here.
Yes, but now
The
do
nightshade.
it. Now do it in the silver.
Oh,
Well,
gosh,
obviously,
wait,
I can do it in the silver, but I need to pull it up on a different screen. But you can assume that it's a QVC episode every time you identify something for you all. The freehand market
Yeah.
rotates it slowly. It's just this item here, the nightshade. Well, it's not complete without the other item that it had.
We're
Shock.
still fucked up beyond relief.
Oh yeah.
Like, just all beat up and bloody. I'm asleep.
Yeah.
He's still practicing for when he gets that QVC job, sponsorship, whatever we might call it. But that's, yes, identify and then sleep.
Yes.
All right.
Now I need to know, where is everyone in the room?
We should all sleep in the same room tonight.
One big. I think we did decide on all in one
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
What
You
does
are all in one room.
the room look
So-
I
like?
mean,
You have one of the smaller rooms in terms of room space per people. As in, you probably should have gotten a second room to have everyone fit comfortably in there. There is a bed large enough to fit 2 people comfortably, or 3 people if they're snuggling up real close.
So 3.5 is fine then.
Yeah.
Reefus is laying across all three of us.
Maltor, I am wherever
Absolutely.
you put me.
yeah, no, I don't know, whichever's the closest to the entrance. Was that the
Yes,
bigger
the-
bed?
It is 1 bed.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll be there, and I haven't let go of Reefus's hand, so yeah, I'm there as well. So there's
Who's
probably
going?
like 1 more space as well.
Well, actually, I was going to say, I can be your alarm system. I will sleep in my bedroll in front of the door. If someone kicks it down, I'll yell.
I guess.
Just in case. You never know when these things are going to happen.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. I bought a good sleeping roll. I'm not good. It's good, but I'm good being not. I'm not good being. I'm good not being claustrophobically next to everyone. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Is that shuffling of sentences made you sound very fine?
Very fine indeed. Plus, I don't have the sleep spell. I'm not sure how well I sleep in this whole spooning position. I'd rather not.
You can take the single bed. I don't.
There is no
And-
single bed.
There is no
Oh, there is
single
no
bed.
single bed. Shit.
That's
okay,
why
never mind.
There is
I will-
a singular bed.
There is a singular bed. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, didn't
No, it's
realize.
fine. But yes, I'm going to sleep in front of the door. Good night,
Yeah.
everyone.
No.
I-
Yeah. by all
I'm
means.
currently unconscious, but just as a viewer and a fan here, is this the first time we've had to sleep and you've not had the sleep spell?
I think it's been a little bit since I've gotten identified. It's been through the whole cart ride, but this is the first that you've seen. He's probably going to
we
have
all had kept to ourselves before.
more or less. So instead of it being the nice, I need to sleep now, it's probably a good half hour of slight repositioning,
Fascinating.
tossing about.
Don't
I
talk
can't
about
quite-
me.
I'm not simply repeating my own sleeping bag experiences. He might grab like I'm going to take one of these pillows. It have two pillows, and it's kind of working, but it's not the same. The back support's not there.
Mood.
Mm-hmm.
Big mood.
Yeah, whatever pillows, covers you need.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's fun little stuff.
Okay. Aeseora, where are you sleeping?
Try to doze off.
I'd probably just like sit on the end of the bed for now. Not going to sleep quite yet. Definitely attempting to attune with the cloak to find out whether he's dead.
Okay.
The usual.
The usual. Wonderful. So, as everyone sans Reefus starts to drift off to sleep, and also sans Aeseora, I guess, because Reefus is already asleep.
There's no drifting, only floating
There's
in the middle
only
of
floating.
the water of sleep.
Yep,
Thinking like
you
a rock.
recognize the bodies. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. As you all begin to drift off to sleep, Maltor, as you are holding hands with our Reefy boy.
Again! It's episode 2!
It's episode 2.
I think.
That's what I get for trying to comfort Reefus.
This is what I get for existing.
Yeah?
Fuck me up, Kurt. Let's go.
Okay. As you drift to sleep, as you are holding Reefus's hand, you find yourself to be almost floating in an area of pure black. You're on your back, almost like a sensory deprivation tank, without, the feeling of water.
Okay. Okay.
And as you presumably look around,
Yeah.
everything is pure black.
Can I feel anything?
You feel incredibly lonely.
Am I not holding anybody's hand anymore?
As you look down to look at your hand, you do find that you are holding Reefus's hand. Reefus, you are staring directly ahead of you. Maltor, for you it looks as if Reefus is just staring up at the ceiling type shit.
The usual.
The usual. And you feel yourselves begin to slowly rotate, as if you are riding yourself in space. The sound of the ocean slowly becomes apparent. The smell of salt, the sound of eagles. Eagles? Seagulls! The sound of seagulls squawking a familiar tune. Crash.
Reefus?
Crash.
Can I call out?
Yeah. So you call out
Reefus?
Reefus. The
Do I
noise.
hear them?
You hear them.
Okay.
The sound, in fact, echoes louder and louder.
I'll just sort of have my eyes closed still. Just sort of. Huh? Yeah? What? Sorry, I was that's just relaxing a little.
I think this might be a little familiar, and I might pull at your hand a little bit, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a nice dream, though. I don't get a lot of nice dreams.
Oh boy. All right.
And it's at this point that both of you feel as if you are standing on the familiar sensation of Orhead.
This is the only time I get to go home.
Yeah, I just, last time I was here it didn't go so well, so,
Last time. Oh, I'll open my eyes with that. Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh, hey.
As Reefus opens his eyes, the world becomes a light. Reefus, you see Orhead exactly as you remember it. The beautiful, beautiful ocean off in the distance, a shimmering blue, familiar and cozy buildings, courthouse. You see Sharp off in the distance doing a paint, as he so rightfully deserves.
Oh, good. He took my advice.
But Maltor, what you see is quite different. As you see the world entirely made of tentacles. The tentacles, as you feel them under your feet, feel exactly like wood. And as you take a step forward, it creaks and moves exactly like the wood should. But instead, you also begin to notice the squishy, somewhat slimy feeling associated with moving across tentacles. The person that Reefus sees, not to interrupt you, but the person that Reefus sees off in the distance, whom you heard him say, "Oh, he took my advice." You see this mass of tentacles in the vague shape of an orc, including some of the little claw bits that are on suckers, making the tusks. And what is probably weirdest to you is it's holding another severed tentacle, slapping it awkwardly against a canvas.
Reefus, I really think we're gonna need to wake up, if possible.
Oh, is it? When you said the last time it didn't go so well, did you mean in my dreams or head or both? How are you in my dreams again? No offense.
I don't know. I am not doing this, but
Are you in my dreams, or is this just my dreams being you?
I feel conscious.
Would you say that either way?
Would you make me say that? This is not
I don't
helpful.
know.
Listen, what are you seeing at this point?
At this point, you begin to see some smoke coming out of a building. The familiar smell of food burning.
Home. I see home.
I'm gonna start walking towards that smoke.
Absolutely.
I'm not letting you go of your head, so I guess you're just dragging me along, and I'm.
I mean, as much as a 7 strength can.
Yeah, you could definitely feel a resistance, but I am carefully following along.
Is the smoke also tentacles?
The smoke is also tentacles.
Okay.
We're going.
If
But
you're about
faint
to
and
go in a
wispy.
building, I will pull more to stop.
And as you approach, you begin to hear the familiar sounds of a once busy household that you frequented.
I'll try to run in, but I won't let go of Maltor.
And as you throw open the door, you are greeted by your family.
Hey, everybody.
you're greeted by Aeseora.
And
by
Aeseora?
Silver. And by Silver.
A silver.
A Silver.
Fusion.
Can I tell?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
How well do the tentacles capture
Yeah.
this?
Is one tentacle slightly taller than all of the other
One
tentacles?
tentacle is slightly taller than all the other tentacles.
Good, good.
Oh God. Okay.
And Maltor, you see one that's exactly your height, standing off in the corner.
Uh-oh.
And you see, on where its face should be, this weird movement before disappearing, sinking back into the floor. And you have the uncanny feeling that you just scowled at yourself.
Reefus, this is a dream, and this isn't real. You know that, right?
Ah, that dream come true. Look, everybody's here.
Aeseora, if you'd be so kind as to say, in your voice, of course it's real.
Of course it's real. How could it not be?
See?
We're all here.
Yeah. Aeseora, she's in my head all the time. It's exactly what she sounds like.
And for you, Maltor, you get this weird uncanny valley of it sounds exactly like Aeseora.
Reefus,
Maltor, you know we can't dream.
Reefus, I'm not seeing any of them.
Oh.
And this
So
is
are you
where
just like in the middle of the water? Or?
No, and this is where
Places-
Silver.
I didn't have to spend a cent.
Reefus, they're all everything's made of those tentacles.
What? No, this is the opposite. This is where all the good feelings come. Are we in your dream? How do we know we're in my dream?
Silver steps forward and begins to try and convince you, comfort you, that everything's okay, Maltor.
Come on, Maltor. Everything's fine here. Look, it's all normal. Nothing's going wrong. I'd give 5 gold to have a place like this of my own.
That right there. Can I insight that? Or am I too, like, in dream mode?
You are too in dream mode. Everything
It's just how
feels-
highly I think of your parents' place.
Everything feels perfect, Reefus.
Oh, wow.
Reefus, no, just how close are you to, like, we're in the doorway, right?
You are in the doorway.
Okay. Carefully, can you just grab onto that to the door and just try to feel what can you feel anything besides what it is?
And as you go to touch the door, Reefus, you're met with the familiar, slightly cracked, pretty darn scratched wood that your door is made of.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been around Otterfolk a bunch, but we get really, like, you know, especially when we're newborn, we get very, not quite violent, but, you know, we're just not in control of everything. So that's why there's a lot of scratches and such.
You even see...
I assume there's, like, lots of tiny otters just,
absolutely.
like...
Yeah, tons of
causing
tiny
chaos.
otters. Right next to the door, you have the little, like, height board of how much everyone's grown.
Crowded.
Without looking, I catch Fuzzbun and just turn them around and push them back. Keep going the other direction.
It's exactly as you remember.
Look, I understand you're not comfortable with, like, and this is a lot, but you know, we're very hospitable. We'll give you your space and everything. You can get acclimated.
Yes, of course, dear. Yes, Mama Cinnamon, air quotes, Mama Cinnamon begins to talk. And, you know, if our cuisine isn't up to your standard, we can always go out and get something and no skin off our nose.
I am slowly backing up and trying to pull Reefus back. I am just openly horrified at all of this.
I'm still not letting go of their hand, but now you're feeling the resistance some. It's like, but there is like it's a genuine like, what?
Maltor, what's wrong? Like, are you all right?
This isn't real. Everything's made of tentacles.
Tentacles.
Tentacles?
Your
No,
tentacles.
We're just good old outer folk. Flesh and blood.
There aren't any octopi tentacles on otter folk. That's a different species.
Darling, do you need to sit down? You need some water?
That's the line I should have insight. Wait a minute, silver differentiating species. Something's wrong here.
What?
No, because everything is perfect. Why would you need to insight anything?
Can I insight
Sure.
all of this?
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Can
more
I-
like, are they trying to... What are their... What is the intent of this fun little display?
Insight the tentacles.
Yeah.
It's happiness. What's wrong with happiness? Why can't I be happy?
It's 22.
22.
You know, Reefus can't have that.
You just get this overwhelming feeling of, why can't I be happy? Why do people have to leave me just from being me?
Coming
From the tentacles.
Okay.
And one last thought from the same thing. Are they gonna leave me too? Now come on, darling, we got some lovely clam chowder. I'm sure Reef has told you, but Mama Cinnamon does make it best.
I mean, we can make clam literally anything.
You can't eat in a dream.
That's a completely different conversation, but I mean,
And obviously we're not dreaming.
We are. Well, I mean, you and me are, looking at Reefus.
Can I do insight like within context? Like not to see if I'm in a fake world, but just to like see what's wrong with Maltor, because I'm genuinely concerned for my friend.
Sure.
Okay. Oh no.
Nope, nope.
That's a dirty 20.
And it really seems like your good friend Maltor is just weirded out by your home. Maybe it was something you said. Maybe something Mama Cinnamon said.
I don't know. That
Maybe
can't
it's just
be.
too busy. Too many siblings for good old Maltor.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a lot at once. It took like 6 months twice I mean, not consecutive, but just sort of like 6 months and then 6 months again, just to get used to me, so. Okay, well, you know what, it's, Mom Cinnamon, it's all a little much, all of everything here. I'm gonna take my friend Malto, we're gonna go for like just a quick walk and try again once things are less, breakfast.
Oh, sure. Just remember, be safe. We love you very much, and we don't want you to get hurt.
Ah! Little hurt never hurt anybody.
I know.
And then we'll
Still be safe.
Always.
and then I'll take Maltor out the door.
Thank you.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
And that was directed at the Mama Cinnamon, actually.
And she gives you a tentacly smile. And you get the sensation of a nod. And as you hear the door close behind you, Maltor, you look back. And you see everything falling apart. Coming apart one tentacle at a time. And as you look back forward, you see off in the distance things are being built. New buildings. Places of Orhead that you've never quite been to.
Listen, I'm still just seeing a bunch of tentacles, but is that familiar to you?
I've been gone for a while, but
What do I see?
As you look forward, you see the familiar courthouse.
oh yeah, courthouse. Yeah, they're always fixing that up. And, I genuinely have no idea if it's a good time to go there or not. I was on good terms with people when I left, but I was also in prison, so
Oh. Yeah, that might be awkward.
Yeah, I know. We can go later. I mean, maybe when I bring Papa Tumbles with me. He's got a bit of a clout.
Yeah, maybe when it's real. And I'm gonna try to kind of deviate the path a bit.
Sure.
I'll let them follow.
Okay. And as you deviate the path, you find yourself making your way towards your favorite underwater pub. It's
Do you
very
have the name
existent.
written down
I
because
don't.
my notes are gone.
I
Oh
do not.
no, I'm devastated. Oh,
Your notebook is down there?
no, I don't think I brought it back up.
Shit.
That's why I have the bonus points on here on the board. Oh.
We'll get that.
But you remember that
Based
it
on
is
that.
a swimming ocean violation.
Yeah.
Ocean
OSHIN.
being, yeah. Ocean being
What?
the OSHA of of Orhead.
Complete
Oh, no.
blatant disregard for the ocean guidelines.
Oh no, okay.
You find yourself taking the normal entrance because
Ow.
Maltor can't breathe underwater.
Yeah, that's it. How far down is it? Could they hold their breath if I wanted to show them that way?
Nah, if you're trying to pull me down towards the water, I will
The tentacle water.
aggressively resist, considering they're all tentacles.
Is the
If I'm
water
not
water?
mistaken.
Try
Water is
because
tentacles.
it's my favorite. It's the way I enter. So
Wait, Reefus, no! Absolutely not, please.
Oh, come on.
No,
They won't let me in at the top. The water breathing
Yeah.
thing.
no, please.
Okay, cool. I'm fine. You can keep leading the way. We have to check it out at some time, though. It's got this cool vintage feel to it. It's also where I got arrested. I should probably take you some different places.
The bar, the whole place.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get you some more fresh air, or just figure out what's going on here. I'm gonna see if I can find you someplace where we can try to figure this out.
the safest place I could think of is wherever I was with Babel before we went to the pub.
Okay.
That was, I think, after I ran into the half dwarf.
Yes.
Okay. It's been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So as you begin making your way over yonder, you find what was Babel's favorite view. Standing on one of the older, God, I'm blanking on what it's called.
Crow's nests?
No, the thing that at the very front of the ship that
Oh my gosh, we had the same mind blank
Yeah.
in
Bowhead?
session 0.
yeah, bowhead.
Prow?
The bow?
Ornamental thing?
Yeah.
That was the front, the stern's the back.
Yeah, where
Yeah, it's
Titanic
the bow
thing?
then.
yeah, like the Titanic
well,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on top of
The front bit.
the front.
The front pointy.
The front pointy bit.
Yeah.
You find yourself standing there, looking over what for you feels like a perfectly natural amount of time at the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen. It's almost
This is-
picture perfect, exactly how it was when you were with Babel.
See, this is the Orhead I remember.
I was going to say sound effects were appropriate throughout this entire thing, but that would have distracted far too much.
Maltor, you see this long, thick tentacle just hanging out. And off in the distance is just this inky black wave that appears to be pouring down just at the edge of your field of vision.
I mean, it's a view, that's for sure.
Isn't it though?
But
It's like a. Go ahead.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Huh.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Which this is a Mama Cinnamon thing. Which direction makes you feel the least panicked?
Can I get a 360 of what I'm looking at?
Tentacles.
Tentacles.
Up as well?
Up as well. If you
Everywhere
look
the
up,
tentacle touches Simba.
there's a bunch of like tentacle buildings.
Oh, okay.
There's a tentacles crow's nest.
That
Oh,
hurt.
fun.
Why would you do that to me?
Well,
And as you're turning around, making your purview of this entire area, Reefus,
Yes.
you are opening a door.
what?
Yeah. Maltor, you find a door is now in front of you. Reefus, this feels perfectly natural for you. You've just
Dream logic.
dream logic. You've just begun to make your way home. You're opening the door, and everyone is there once again.
Yeah, we've taken a walk and everything's. Well, let's try it again. Yeah. Everybody has to, get along. Everybody has to meet. They're important.
There's it's tentacle back there and tentacle in front as well, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The biggest difference is now that as Reefus is opening tentacle door, you now see tentacle figures. Once again, all of Reefus's family, Aeseora, Sylvyre. But this time, as Reefus opens the door, Aeseora and Sylvyre are there, waiting, beckoning you in, Maltor.
You can trust this smile.
We've been waiting for you.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Let's bring you into a social situation. Come on, Maltor. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's home.
It's not. I can't see what you're seeing. I don't know what your house looks like.
Oh.
Oh, it's just a little messy. I don't think it's that messy that you can't tell what's in it.
No, of course not.
mean, it could be
Aeseora,
better, but-
Sylvyre both reach their hands out to Maltor and grab his wrist.
Oh God.
And
I
pull.
will.
Hey, wait a minute.
Can I try to
It
avoid?
feels like an iron grip.
Who's the awkward one grabbing onto the hand that's also grabbing onto Reefus?
I want to say
I can
Sylvyre
do it.
because that'd be funny.
It's-
That's funnier.
Oh, yes. Ignoring Reefus's
Give a
hand.
little resistance, because that's odd. Even for dreams.
Come on. What's the worst that could happen? Come on.
He does say that a lot.
As you resist, your hand slips out just fine.
Boop.
With a boop.
I mean, I'm trying to not go as much as I can, but probably I'm not doing a very good job.
Not doing a great job. The grip is iron, and you are
Yeah.
pulled into the house. The
Okay.
door seemingly closing on its own.
We have strength. The tentacle facsimiles of us have strength.
Yeah.
Ooh.
To avoid, can I roll something just to see if, and you know that feeling right before you wake up of wait a minute, who are you, kind of a thing. You're like,
Everything feels exactly as it should be, Reefus.
So it's technically.
Like, Maltor's
This is
the only
fine.
one that's like a real standout right now.
Maltor's the only one acting weird to you.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get a couple of drinks. You guys hang out.
Reefus,
Ta-ta!
please, don't.
Oh. Okay, I'll stay here. That's cool.
Yeah, please, just.
Reefus drinking a tentacle.
No, Reefus has a small severed tentacle cup, like a suction cup in his hands, filled with ink.
It's tentacool.
Oh, Reefus, please don't.
Really?
Please don't
Not
drink.
even now. Even in my dreams, nobody likes me.
Nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes me.
Nobody likes me.
Nobody likes me.
I like me.
Bonus point.
Silver staying in character.
Silver
The
staying
silver
in character.
tentacle, like, I must stay in character.
And Maltor, you see Reefus close his eyes, and the house begins to seemingly melt around you as the tentacles slither down, collapsing one after the other. And as Reefus opens his eyes, everyone has been separated into 3 groups. Reefus is all by his lonesome. Aeseora, Sylvyre, Maltor, directly in front of him.
Wait, me, Maltor?
Yes,
Okay.
directly in front of Reefus. Visually, anyways. There's what appears to be a separation in the ship that made up your house. One long, thin plank is your only connection to them. To your right, Mama Cinnamon, Papa Tumbles,
Oh.
your 2 oldest siblings. And to the left, same deal. It's all of your youngest siblings.
Wait,
They're all separated by large cracks. You see waves crashing up.
wait.
The only thing connecting you are long, thin planks of wood.
Oh, hey, how did we get separated, guys? Maritime
see-
buddy system. This is what we do.
Maltor, you see tentacles begin to rise up around Reefus, over his shoulder, over the other shoulder. And you see them slowly rest upon his shoulders before slinking their way around his neck, getting tighter and tighter. Reefus, you feel a knot in your throat. And you instinctively know that you have to choose. You hear,
Mama, what do I do?
do whatever your heart says, Reefus. We'll love you no matter what.
What if they're all wrong? What if it doesn't work?
It'll
I
work.
can't come back.
Reefus, even if you have to leave us, we'll still wait for you. We'll wait for you no matter where we are because we love you.
But what if you're gone?
I'll never be gone. I'll always be with you. Right here, as she gently taps her heart. And we'll be right there, as she points towards your heart.
That's what.
You hear
Well,
your youngest siblings off on the side sing, Reefus, we're scared. And you hear your own voice, Reefus. Maltor, you see, well, technically Maltor and Reefus, you see a tentacle version of you raise in front of you. The only time, Reefus, that you see tentacles is with this Reefus. Reefus, who do you save?
Like,
When you have such a big family, who do you choose to save?
why do I have to choose? Why can't I save all of them?
Sorry, that's just not an option. Do you really think your own strength is enough? If you can't even choose?
If I can interject.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just it's like, Reefus, this isn't really happening. Everyone is like that one. That's all what they are.
And as you say that, you feel this tentacle slide over your mouth.
Yeah.
Aeseora and Sylvyre, simultaneously speaking, are telling you to shut up.
Shut
Be
up.
quiet. Oh, I was supposed to say shut up.
No, it
Shut
doesn't
up.
And you feel what feels like Aeseora's hand cover your eyes, and what feels like Sylvyre's hand
Oh no.
wrap around your mouth.
Oh, okay.
The free head of the market take your wallet.
Free hand of the market. Yes, free hand of the market stealing your wallet.
No.
Reefus,
Even in
it
my
just-
dreams.
Reefus, it looks like Aeseora and Sylvyre are simply standing there, and Maltor is seemingly seething.
Maltor, don't. I'm sorry. I just There's so many. The little ones are they're so small.
Aeseora, Sylvyre, you both begin to try and convince Reefus to rescue you. You're friends, aren't you? Family.
Reefus, we're going to change the world. We have to.
You save us and you have the greatest chance to save the rest. It's easy.
We'll help you.
Eventually.
Oh no.
Resurrection diamonds only cost so much, right?
I am.
The tentacle Reefus screams at you to choose.
I will take a moment to panic, and
Panic is a free action.
Good.
oh, thank
good.
God. So, okay, there's two things I want to do here, and I know it's okay if I don't have time to do them both. But the first one is, can I do like either history or insight or whatever? I really want to focus on Shay, which is my middle adopted sibling.
The middleist?
I believe the middleist. Right in the middle, tied with Tumbles Jr.
Middle child. Ew. No, I'm kidding.
Oh wow.
But they would be on if they're split down the middle, they would be on the younger side. Because Tumbles Jr. has them by about 3 years.
Okay.
And just sort of, I want to focus on the strongest memory I have of them and like our bond and our things that we have talked about and worked with together, and just see if like that clicks, if that makes any sense.
I'm afraid I don't.
Okay. No, it's just sort of, so that's my closest sibling, and that's the one that, like, you know, basically if anything happens to me, you're the one that's gonna have to step up. And
Okay.
since it's kind of an insight check on my own psyche, I don't know, we're getting real deep here, man.
Oh, so as you begin to focus on that, you look towards Shay. And they give you an encouraging nod. And they tap their chest twice. It'll be okay.
Yeah, you were always cooler than me. And then the second thing I want to do is just look at Papa Tumbles.
And he just gives you a nod and says, I know you'll make the right choice, Reefus. You always do with your heart.
I'm sorry. And I'll go towards my friends.
Absolutely. And as you book it towards your friends, you barge through Tentacle Reefus, spreading everywhere. A cloud of ink. And suddenly, you're running straight into Maltor. And as you look back, look towards all of your family, you see them sinking into the inky blackness that the water has become.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Reefus, it's not real. It's not real.
And
It's
you
not
just-
real.
Sorry.
You hear
Sorry, I'm
echoing
sorry.
in the voices of each of your family members. It's okay, Reefus. We love you, and we're proud of you.
I love you too. I wanted to come home.
You're always home. And as the words fade, the tentacles fall away, everything fades into black, where it's just you and Maltor. There is no sound, there is no smell, there is nothing but you and Maltor.
Reefus?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. This isn't real. It's a dream, remember? It's like I was saying,
And Reefus, you can't help but feel like it is real. It always has been. And if it's not, then what if it becomes real? What if you have to make that choice for real?
It's real enough. Thank you for helping.
listen, if there's anything we can do, if your family's in danger, we'll do everything we can to keep them safe. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are your family too.
Your family too. As you open your eyes, morning having just crest. And we'll do the other half after break.
You have 6 temporary HP.
What a restful time!
Okay.
We'll see you all in 10 minutes. Goodbye.
Sure, 10 minutes. Okay.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yes.
I hope your break was fulfilling
Less
and nothing
tentacle
else.
It felt like home.
I openly wept like a child.
Twice.
Twice.
At least.
Yeah. There was a pause there to breathe.
But only one.
But it has to be long enough pause that it dictates the end of the cry and the start of a new cry. It's not just a
Yeah.
mid-cry sob. Or a
Oh, the
inhale.
worst.
And
Especially when
Aeseora,
it's,
as
like,
you
caught.
begin your attunement process to Envy's coat,
Yeah.
you
Is
find
he
yourself.
dead?
You find yourself in a bright green area. Much brighter than you're used to, and it's much brighter than Envy's coat. And you see, well, something that looks like Envy.
Looks like? Isn't?
Looks like
Is
Envy.
it? Is it? It don't feel like envy.
Well, same presence. Green screen world, yes.
Vibe check,
Vibe check.
which I guess insight.
Bad vibes.
21.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes. Bad vibes as in don't go near, or bad vibes as in that's not envy, or both, or something else.
That's not
Kick
Envy.
him while he's down. Oh.
Will it hurt me?
Probably not.
Is it moving?
No, it's just staring at you.
I'll stare back to see if it talks first.
It will simply hold the gaze. And it's gonna
I
start
do that
mirroring
every day.
Yeah, it's gonna start mirroring every one of your movements.
Holy shit. I do a flip.
It does a flip.
I rolled a nat 20. I was like, let me see if I try to do yep, I'm doing a flip. Huh. Okay.
And do that when you wake up or unattune or get out of attunement world or whatever. Tune world.
Toon World? Wait.
Really boy.
I'll just do, I'll like, does it make the same sound?
And
Or does it just mirror the movements?
It mirrors the movements as those.
So it sounds the same?
No, there is no sound.
No sound. That's different.
Yes, it is.
This is what dreaming is like.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've never had a dream in my existence.
What are you?
Magic. Quite the enviable amount, if I do say so myself.
Are you alive?
Of course.
What are we doing here?
Well, I gather that you're trying to attune.
We're trying to learn.
And what are you trying to learn?
As much as possible.
That is quite the good goal. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that I can't quite help.
Learn? Your magic.
Yes, but alas, I am linked to one.
Will you help us find them then?
Unfortunately, I cannot do that. The most I can tell you is that they are alive.
In a bad way?
Suppose that depends on your definition of bad.
Are they hurt?
Presently.
Will you continue to know moving forward?
So long as they draw breath.
Will you continue to answer our questions when we ask?
So long as you go through the process and I am able to answer.
What would make you incapable?
If I simply do not know. But I know who you're after. I can tell you he's alive. But I know that's not what you really want.
We
She
can want
is too.
multiple things. Which one?
I'm sure you know. And he's just gonna tap the ring finger.
Right, but which one? The correct one?
That depends. Can you keep a secret?
Absolutely.
Are you lying?
No.
Okay. They're all the same. She's been.
Just different bodies?
Have you ever heard of something called quantum immortality?
Have I?
Probably not. How hard has Aeseora studied quantum physics?
I mean, it would be on the fucking list, and that's not a joke.
It was
If
capstone
any
class.
of this four had an outside chance of having studied.
I'm asking you.
There's genuinely a chance.
Okay. So, do you
Should I
think
roll history or something?
just evens or odds? Evens, yes. Odds, no.
I guess. Okay.
50.
Yeah, 50-50.
6.
6. So you have heard of it. Then you're familiar with how it works.
Remind me how it works.
Quantum immortality states that every possible universe is linked in the same way, but there's only ever one form of consciousness present for that person at any given time. And should someone die in one universe, their consciousness simply jumps to a universe where it did not die.
Okay.
So
A shifter.
the perfect example would be you are in a box that has nothing but a button in it. The button has a 50-50 chance of killing you upon pressing it. And quantum immortality states that 100% of the time, the button will do nothing. Because if you do die, you will simply jump to
Another box with the same situation.
where you did not die.
I like to think in the stream this is where it freeze frames and the little animated curve comes up and explains all of this.
Absolutely.
It's just
Immortality.
me in like a little like professor outfit.
You're wearing the same thing you are on stream, like it's just animated, but with a lab coat. Yeah.
It's just me forever in a tank top, but also a lab coat.
Perfect.
It has the sleeves gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
lab
yeah,
coat,
absolutely.
tank top, lab coat.
It's
Perfect.
also that.
Okay. So does that mean if he dies, we still can't attune?
Well, that depends. Are you going to that consciousness where he is still alive?
Not intentionally.
Then no.
So attunement is based on plane.
Look, this goes higher than plane.
This is more a time thing, universal thing.
Many things are.
That's true. just like you, little chronicler, stand out. You are a constant in every single one. But this
I
is the
hope we're a
first
different
time.
constant each time.
I suppose that depends on you, doesn't it?
Then yes.
But this is the first one where I've had the pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We're sure it'll happen again then.
But of course. Do you have any other questions?
Do you have a name?
Well, no one's ever asked me that before. I suppose, once you get the opportunity to, I suppose you should give the honor of bequeathing me a name.
We'll have to think on that and let you know.
Please do. But unfortunately, our time is up, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
It often is, and it very well was.
And he's going to give a very polite bow, which is very weird coming from someone who looks exactly like Envy.
Oh, I'll do the same and I'll try and mirror it.
Absolutely.
Taste your own medicine.
And he just gives a very pleasant smile, and you wake up. Somehow, during the attunement process, you manage to fall asleep.
I do that on occasion.
Yeah.
Technically had a dream? Technically?
Technically, no.
No.
You have fully gained the benefit of a long rest. Sylvyre's still at the door, and you notice Maltor and Reefus are rolling and moving in their sleep. They seem to be in quite the display of discomfort.
But I just got a long rest.
You got a long rest. Everyone else is still in the process.
So I couldn't like cast a spell and go back to sleep and get a long rest.
You can go back to sleep if you want.
I wouldn't get the spell slot back. That's okay.
Help.
I'm gonna which one of them looks more distressed?
Maltor.
I'm gonna touch Maltor's shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay.
And then
Do I
I'll
feel that at all?
You did not
Do my
feel
thing.
it at all.
Okay.
Right.
That's actually when the tentacle covered your mouth.
Yeah, that's still yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No
That
wonder
was
it
the,
felt exactly like Aeseora.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna pretend that was the this is that worked, but you know.
Yeah. As far as you know, it worked.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Can drip. Okay.
And Sylvyre, you make it through the night. Unfazed.
I wanted a crazy silver dream.
Same.
Perhaps next time.
One day.
My lower back hurts ever so slightly from sleeping on the ground. What a horrible
It's
night.
just the opening sequence to DuckTales, but with silver. That's all it is.
That's
Phenomenal.
all we need.
I'm here for
It's
it.
Not DuckTales, Dragon Tales.
Oh no.
Ah,
That's a deep cut right there.
Oh.
but I know it better.
Probably.
Let's do another deep cut. Chalk Zone.
Oh, God.
Shock zone?
Yeah.
Chalk zone?
Yeah.
Rudy.
Sylvyre, you have awoken to find Aeseora's already up.
This is normal.
This is
Yeah,
normal.
I mean, it is. How'd the attunement go? Dead yet?
Not yet.
Dead.
But we
Damn it.
learned things.
What did you learn?
Well, a lot and also nothing.
That sounds like complete bullshit, but I believe it.
Thank you.
Or rather, I bet it's too complicated for it to explain right now before I've had breakfast.
Definitely.
Excellent. I'm glad I made that excuse up for you. Well, what do we have to eat again? Did they provide breakfast for us here? I do forget.
Not sure if we found out last time. We can go look.
I don't know, Silver. Do they? You were the one
I
that
don't
stayed
know.
here last time.
Yeah, you
True.
were, it was you and Reefus.
It was. I don't
That's
know.
right.
Do they?
Why? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Forgot about the breakfast. Yeah, no, I'm going to go to get I'll bring up some muffins or something.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, for those... I forgot how y'all did...
See if there are
y'all.
local specialties.
I'll see if there's local specialties. And I'll get coffee, however you all do your various brews.
Surprise us. Reefus
Then-
likes clam juice.
They won't have that.
Not with that attitude.
I
You
don't
got your
be-
prestidigitation. Make it taste like it.
I could, yes, I'll try.
He's clearly
I'll
having a
get-
nightmare.
Yeah.
Give him some clam juice to wake up.
Clearly thrashing.
Should we slap them?
Just openly sobbing.
Well, we could, but it would not do anything.
It would end the nightmare. I feel like that lessens the badness, which makes it a net good thing to do.
Sean, do you really think we're anywhere strong enough to wake someone up? We'd slap them and they'd be like,
You would
a
slap
gentle
me.
caress to the cheek.
You know, you would slap it and be like, "You've crossed the line, Faye." And it's just like a tentacle comes out.
Silver and Maltor are the strongest ones in the group.
Nice.
I'm a
Great,
fucking
baby.
7, yo. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do shit.
Also 7.
Silver's buff compared to...
Well, you're
I mean,
9.
To be fair, he look buff, and that's all that
fair.
matters. To be fair. All right, fine. If they're not back by the
Constitution.
I mean, I'm 16 there. Yeah.
11.
Yep.
34 hit points, baby, now.
But we're still alive.
Still alive.
This is
Above
true.
30 hit points
Above
at level
30.
6.
Finally.
Finally.
But yeah, if they're not awake by the time I get back with the muffins, I'm going to slap them with the market. We'll see what happens.
The
That sounds
entire
entertaining.
market.
The entire market.
Not just the free hand, the whole fucking market.
Indeed.
Yep.
Look,
Surprise, bitch, it's a tent.
I think the market's a lot quicker than the free hand. The hand's too vague.
I like it in the market, but whenever it's like serious time, it's the free hand of the market.
That's when you're
Oh, yeah.
angry at it.
It has a full name.
yeah.
Or, but
Yeah.
yeah, dramatic usage. It's the free hand of the
It's
market.
what you've copyrighted, so it has to be the free hand of the market.
I don't know who I mailed that to, but I mailed the copyright to one of the castles and hope that they, hope they know what
Your
copyright
money
is.
spends the same.
Exactly. Either way, yeah, I'm gonna go get breakfast, then I'll be back with the muffins and some drinks,
Etc.
etc. Okay. Big stretch, arm stretch up, and then okay, off we go.
And almost immediately after Silver leaves the room,
The plot
Maltor-
happens.
The plot happens. Reefus.
You gotta be kidding me, no!
I offered to go get it, and he said, nope, it'll be me, and then left, so plot time.
I just-
He's the only one that didn't sleep in the bed.
this is the one time it's on purpose.
Oh yeah,
Oh, fine.
This is the one time
It's
on
still
purpose.
funny.
it's still hilarious. Go for it.
Fuck hell.
So Reefus and Maltor have woken up. Aeseora's the lone survivor. No,
The lone dreamer.
the lone dreamer.
I dream of dreaming.
The dreamer, air quotes.
I'll just kind of look up at Maltor and give them a little guilty nod, like,
Yeah, I'm hugging Reefus if if you let me. And just kind of like told you it was a dream.
okay. As softly as I can while the mic's still.
Didn't get the last half of that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Reefus ASMR.
Oh no, Sean! Don't make me.
So,
Everyone today on Reefus ASMR.
Oh my god.
We crack a clam.
Please. No.
Oh.
Welcome to Reefus NPR Radio.
so,
Yep.
Silver went to get breakfast. You two had some dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shared dreams. Again.
Yeah. Just, you know.
Aeseora, as you
Usual.
look at Reefus, you see the writhing tentacles, but very close around his heart. As before, when they're pretty much everywhere across his body, they've condensed and localized to just around the heart.
Can I insight the tentacles, please?
Sure.
That's a sentence.
Yep.
I would like to insight the tentacles.
I mean, you're doing it during the dream. You should be able to do it in real life.
Well.
Mathematical.
I'm using inspiration.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fuck me!
Oh, worse.
Ooh, careful.
I'm guessing.
No, just one
Sorry.
better. So, 11.
Oof. Okay.
My passive is 17.
Yeah.
You. You get the feeling that something is weighing pretty heavily on Reefus right now. Pretty heavy, yeah. Aside
Yeah, it might be
from-
tentacles.
Yeah, most probably tentacles. Aside from the usual, what just happened with CM.
Something else?
Aside from the CM thing.
Yeah. Well. We don't want to sound insensitive, but you're welcome to tell us, especially if it seems relevant. Sorry,
Tell you what.
about the dream.
Oh, it was
Oh.
this bad. The usual ones I've talked to you about before. Everything I know and love horribly goes away, and it's all my fault.
It was a dream.
Yeah. It was.
We can check in on your family before bed tonight.
Maybe. I don't know what CM is up to. And we're already in it pretty deep at the moment with Envy, and maybe the less involved they are, the safer they are. I also just don't really trust anything involving my brain right now.
We can always do that if you need.
I understand. Thank you.
Sylvyre, you've come in with the coffee.
Door
and
kicks
breakfast.
Who needs caffeine and
Most
sugar?
of us, at least.
Fantastic. I don't know how anyone wants anything, so you all have black coffee, and I brought sugar packets, and that is it.
Yep.
Plus the muffins. I don't know if they had a local. Sugar here.
Yep.
But I don't know. Did they have a local fruit muffin?
Yes.
Ah,
The grapple.
local fruit.
the grapple.
Yeah. It is an apple that grabs things. Grapple.
What?
Not the grape apple.
Not the grape apple.
Which are delicious.
They're interesting.
I have seen those and I've wanted to try them.
Me
They're
too.
good. They're very good.
All right.
It's Reefus's 11th favorite fruit.
I didn't quite make the cut.
Today.
Where does the grabby apple apply?
Huh?
It's the grapple, the apple that grabs. Literally, it goes like.
I guess they put that at the bottom of the cupcake, or in a cupcake muffin, so it can grab onto you, and you don't have to carry it. That's how I'm carrying 4 of them.
Exactly.
That's actually really adorable. I love that.
Yeah. This is what it is. Don't know what it tastes like, but it's convenient.
Yeah.
Quite
I'll
clever.
take one.
Does it hug your tongue?
Yes.
I don't know. Test it out for me.
Sure.
I'll hold one in my hands.
I bite it.
You bite it.
I mean, a
and
different one.
Ah, man.
So you know how like an apple cinnamon muffin tastes?
Yes.
It's like that. But then like as you're biting it, like you feel these 2 little like pinchy bits, air quote. 2 little nubbies like kind of wrap around your tongue and just like dissolve away. Into a like semi-sour, semi-sweet, like a little too ripe green apple.
Oh, fuck me up. That's what I'm here for.
I've
Why
never
is
heard someone so
everything in
enthusiastic.
here- Why is everything we run into similar to crabs?
Everything returns to crab until it returns to frog.
I ponder.
Okay.
Real scientific
Crabs
fact, by the way.
But that was uncomfortable.
But delicious.
Thank
Delicious,
you.
but
Thank you,
uncomfortable.
Sylvyre.
Problem.
Yep.
We got to figure out what in the world we're even doing today.
Oh,
Oh man, we gotta do things.
Because Envy's still alive.
Yes.
And you have the stuff to
Right.
divvy up.
And we have stuff to divvy
Maltor,
up.
we have a sword for you.
I presented it last
Yeah.
night.
There's 2 swords.
I presented them last night.
Can you use,
You
you,
want-
can use a short sword too, right?
Yeah, I can. You sure you
Look,
want me to have both? You're good with that?
They work better together. I'll put it in your character sheet. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah, okay. And yeah, Sylvyre, I guess I, won't need your sword, so you can have it back.
That's all right. Thank you. I can defend myself again.
Thanks.
That's always a positive.
Always a positive.
So Maltor has a -1 short sword,
Yep.
and then the nightshade and the Oleander blade.
Oleander?
Oleander. Words are hard.
Alright, I think if you refresh your character sheet, you should have them now.
Okay, let me check. Oops. Yeah, got him.
Go.
Thank you. Gonna unequip the short sword -1.
And none of us can use these, but once we're somewhere Envy's not, we're sure they'll sell for a good bit. We can split that up.
And I'll make sure they sell for more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they should go to Sylvyre.
But we do have to
doesn't have them.
get out of town.
I'm okay with that.
Or rather, at least head to the... We should... Well, A, we do have to pick up the clothing. B,
Oh, yeah.
We do.
I forgot to ask Nithles about his 10 times great-grandparent that he's probably never heard of. So, but just in case.
Why would you ask him about that?
Because he has a 10 times great-grandparent, whatever, that was with Andrus in that one little thing we were in.
Yes, I
Bonus point to
absolutely
Sean
remember
for
that.
remembering the name.
Yeah,
Ah,
in the
Anderson Madro?
Mordo.
Yes.
Mordo.
No.
Yeah, I have. That's the name of inside the journal.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
bonus points to Sean for remembering it.
yeah.
In-
the last. Okay.
One does not simply walk into more dough.
Thank you, notes, and having that for some bizarre reason being near the top of them.
See, and I expect you to have the note of it. I'm
Fair
sorry,
enough.
Sean.
I
but
remembered that by heart, though.
No, that's understandable. Silver's not a note taker.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sean,
I'm
but
just talking
I
shit.
just don't picture you remembering. No offense.
No. That's completely understandable. I would have known that. A past scientist guy where we did vision thing. I remember there were people there that were descendants of people we know.
That sounds
I
right.
think.
Yeah.
That would have been the normal, but
Sounds right.
I took the notes for some reason. Sylvyre took the notes because it was fun. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so you mentioned all three of us are just like,
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
Those two things, and then I think we have to get out of town, towards the temple after that, or something of the
Yeah,
like.
I mean,
Maltor.
maybe, but Envy's alive.
Would you like to fix that? We would.
Yeah, well, I'm concerned that
We should lock his stuff that in here. Well, wait. Identify would have identified if there was any returning aspect to those weapons. Correct.
Correct.
we're safe.
There is no returning aspect to those weapons.
There is no
so
returning
he can't.
aspect.
Okay, good. He can't just. You have my things. Yoink. Mine again.
We,
What do you think this is, a shovel?
Throw him the shovel to make it a fair fight, and then when he swings, yoink.
That's funny.
He'd be pretty good.
At some point, we should probably buy a box with lead, but for the time being, maybe we should confront him while we're all healthy.
I mean,
lead?
Lead to
Blocks.
so to prevent people from seeing what's inside. So
He can
if-
see what's inside.
Well, he could
Magically.
probably see most things. Lead prevents scrying and location and things like that.
I assume that was a function of the cape, not so much a capability he had.
I'm so confused. I just meant, like, if he cast locate object. I didn't mean, like, using the cloak.
Sylvyre
Sorry.
just assumes it would have happened with the cloak. It's like he punched thing. Well, actually, Sylvyre doesn't know what he did. Oh no, he did punch a couple times in his mouth. Yeah, he punches
Just
things.
break
There's
them.
no way he'd cast that.
Someone else could.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's
He
only
has-
if there's personal objects of ours that he has. And I think he only has
All
my
his
spit.
objects.
Bag of holding.
They've been.
I was keeping them there. I didn't have
Okay.
it in my character sheet that way.
Yeah, bag of holding. Problem solved. Sword.
Yes.
Then you just have to throw Maltor the new swords. Then once the time comes, it's
Or
dramatic.
we use them and let him find us.
Yeah, I'd rather have them.
True. We just got to be
Let him-
someplace.
Oh, go
What?
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, fine, I will.
Okay.
Let him find us, like, set up a trap, or...
Could be smart.
Should we dig a pit?
What would that do?
Maltor, this is your territory, so...
We would fall into it,
Would he? He does gravity things.
but he makes gravity heavy. Oh, but he could make it light, maybe.
They're gonna keep going, so just...
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that he took my brother's place. He killed him and took his place. He's living. I'm not even sure, but I think he might be living with my family. They all know. It's not like they're fooled by it, but
Disturbing.
Let's fix that.
Immediately.
yeah. Because I don't know.
Will your family then turn on you to defend him or something weird like that? If they've already been accepting of him being there, like there might be a little Stockholm or something.
They won't help
Oh, okay, that's
us.
good. Oh, that's not good.
I don't
They
think
might not
it's-
help him either.
Oh, that's fine. That's neutral.
They won't help him unless it puts the family in danger. To not help him.
We want to challenge him where he can't immediately grab your sister then and threaten them at her knife point.
At
She's
fist point?
Yeah.
who we need to keep
Fist
safe.
point.
Could we...
A monk can still wield a knife just because it's not a monk thing. Normally, a monk can still grab a knife and go stabby stab.
What, Reefus?
Could we possibly talk to members of your family before facing?
In
I mean-
code.
We can. I don't. I've already talked to my dad. He told me to get out of town again. Don't.
So we can try someone else. Your sister maybe could convince him for different reasons, she could say.
They deserve a vacation.
It's not him we're convincing, is it? I'm sorry if this is. I'm trying to put a headphone in a headphone.
Yep.
Double sound.
Sorry if you don't know the full answer to this, but do we know how much of your brother's still in there?
Oh, he's dead. There's nothing. It's not him.
Envy just takes the shape, it seems like.
Fascinating that it can last for so long.
I should have.
Flashback to the
taken
mask.
The mask. Yeah, I should have taken the mask. He's never been my brother. It's never been like taking over. He took parts of them. His
Ew.
sister's missing an arm.
Do you think he has that somewhere?
It's his arm.
Oh.
Think we can dispel magic to make him fall apart?
I have no idea. I don't know how that works. He looked like a tiefling at first, right? When he talked to you, Sylvyre?
Yeah, I think so. Kind of. It was blurry.
Blurry.
Yeah. It was a mask. It was my brother's. It's my brother's face.
Right.
We'll take it back.
The things they need to
Literally.
mimic a fraction of my power.
Someone's literal face.
We could just steal shadows instead. It's easier.
Did you know this entity before?
Envy? No, not really. He came by the shop. Oh, he came by the shop at one point, and he was talking about how he was going after somebody else. People that abandoned him, that they were gonna get what they deserved. I had no idea who he was. He bought a bunch of swords, weapons. I was an idiot. I thought I could take it back and maybe he wouldn't be armed. He wouldn't be able to do as much damage.
You're not an idiot. You're trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, well, he came back. But by the time he came back, I was already gone. So.
We'll fix
Well.
it.
In this version, he killed Aeseora. Took Felia's arm. In this version.
What happened in ours?
I don't know. I never had the courage to go back.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Practice.
Oh, we have to do this again when we go back to our world? That's gonna be annoying.
Shut up, Sylvyre.
I'm just saying. We're gonna go back, and if we have to do it again, I mean,
We'll know how to do it.
True. And we can scare him with his own items.
Well, let's think of it this way. We don't know much about Envy. What does Envy want? What can we use to draw him to where we want him to be?
I'm not even sure. He was talking in the desert, like when we were on the way here. I thought it was the affair at first, but I think it was him that came to me at the during one of those last nights. Aeseora, you woke up, right?
Yeah.
You remember? We both heard it. So, and usually the fear is only individual.
That's right.
Is that same night Reefus was accosted by that horrible nightmarish creature?
With 8 legs.
With 8 legs.
Hey, defeated.
Defeated it, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Gives me a frame of
thought-
reference.
Yeah, no, like I said, I thought it was the affair at first, but it didn't make sense because Aeseora
Could hear.
could hear it, and he was talking about how I had friends, and last time too, God, forever ago, it was all about how people were leaving him behind.
It does fit his MO.
Yeah,
Huh.
and he's been playing family, just trying to take people's place.
He's envious.
You think there'd be an easier way, like with money?
Yeah. No, I guess he wants the real deal. Well, not really, but in his mind.
Interesting.
That's why he drives you out. He tries to remind you of all of your failures. I think his biggest fear is you being back.
His biggest fear is anything he can't have.
He did threaten to take me, my identity. I think
Yeah,
that was just a bluff, though.
I mean, to be fair, we would know it wasn't you probably immediately.
Everybody. I don't even understand. Everybody seems to know.
I don't understand. He
Or
had
at
every
least,
opportunity.
You cut out for
Sorry,
that.
What?
Oh, I said he had every opportunity to do that. So
Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing. I don't. Maybe he wanted the family back together.
He wants anything he can't have.
He could have gotten a piece of you easily while you were tied up.
Could have.
Especially while we were unconscious.
Yeah. So he must not need that. Oh, also, I just had an idea. I'm going to take a couple empty potion bottles, fill them with water, and put a little bit of ink into each of them so that way they look like the nightmare potions, but actually aren't.
Okay.
That's good.
Just in case they'll be floating around in combat, just so he can be reminded. Whenever that does happen, do remind me I have those, though. I wrote them down, but you never know if I'm going to forget these things. But also, still, interesting, though. So he's not going to try and steal a limb of yours. He's going to try and take you back again.
Yeah. I mean, maybe?
Huh? Also, did his gravity shenanigans have a verbal component?
Not that I heard. No.
Damn. Because I have the
It just-
silence spell now, and that's going to be fun because it's just silence. Boom. They can move out of it, but still, it's fun.
That
Yeah,
means
not from
we
what I
can't
remember.
use sound either.
It's a 120-foot range, 20-foot sphere. It's I can position it.
I also
It doesn't affect us anyway.
am unsure of my current capabilities, but
What do you have as a weapon now,
Right.
anyway? Well, you still have.
I have the rapier was on my hip and now it's on the back.
And I gave you back your longbow.
And they're kind of crossed back here, and so just pull it out and kind of.
Okay.
And as you do,
Okay.
boom, 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 it kind of slips out of your hands. As you're
it's been a
not,
minute.
as you're not proficient with a
man.
rapier.
Oh, it's a
I didn't
martial.
say I was good with it. It's just cool.
Is that a martial weapon?
It is.
It is an eye.
Well, I mean, at least you have something.
I have
Wait.
dagger.
A rapier is not. Is it?
I think a rapier's martial.
It might be because I think
I thought I could use it.
I think the bard got a weird thing where it's like
Clerics only get simple weapons. Warlocks only get simple weapons.
Okay.
But the bard gets specifically short
Also
swords and
hand-
rapiers for the
Yeah.
melee martial weapons.
Yeah, I
that's
had
almost so weird. I mean,
a
it's
couple
cool.
things because I was
Sylvyre,
ranger
this is
and
a
then
sword.
warlock,
Wow.
Well,
but that is not one of them.
Well, you have a bow, so that's something.
That he
Yeah,
is
so-
not proficient in.
Simple.
Not anymore.
Longbows are simple.
Are
What?
they simple? I thought they were.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, thank God.
never mind.
Okay.
I was misremembering them.
As
I
are
thought,
light crossbows.
I thought.
God.
I thought longbows were ranged martial weapons, but
Range simple.
okay.
Thank goodness.
Never mind. I lied. I'm sorry.
I think that 3-5. I think 3-5. They used to be martial or special or whatever.
That
The
might
long
be what I was
English
thinking
longbow
of.
equivalent.
Wild. They're so easy to just pick up and use.
Still,
Look,
um,
you need a lot of strength. And
No, I
training.
don't.
Yes, you do. In real life, you do. Yeah.
I mean,
I was an archery counselor. I know this shit.
Oh, neat.
I was.
I can't
Surprise.
dispute
I
this.
was in an archery
Backstory.
league.
No, longbow is martial.
Aha.
So the simple. Which one's
Short bow would be.
short
short
bow?
bow is simple.
Is yours a short bow?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
longbow for me. It's like a longbow size for me, but it is
That's
a short
what
bow.
it
That's why it's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Oops.
Good.
We're fine.
It's all funny
No.
because
It
That's
cut off at
usually my
because.
Because you're
I'm
small,
small.
but
I mean, if you have a short, I have fire arrows.
my point to all of that was I'll still help. I just don't know to what capacity I still can.
High five?
High five.
Does
Guidance.
it work?
Yes. No. I knew guidance before.
yeah.
When you had a class?
When you had a class,
Okay, well, Reefus has no idea that it doesn't work. It feels the same every time.
that feels the same, of course.
High five.
Wait.
Of course I have that.
Is this like a self-confidence thing? Do you have to believe in yourself to get a class? Like,
I look concerned.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a big, soul searching thing I gotta go through here, but
We need to get, find CM.
do you need to dial CM?
that is literally the last thing I want to do right now.
But the combat capability. No,
To be
no.
fair, I
it's
wasn't
understandable.
super helpful there already.
You were very helpful at getting ahead and getting hits and then getting hit in return.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Silver.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Silver.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just said that.
I'm sure, I'll figure it out, but just letting you guys know.
Right.
We have a mace we don't use.
Is that simple?
Yep. I'm a cleric. It came with my shit. I just have a 7 in strength.
Wow.
Me too.
I think the dagger may work better for you than I have a dagger.
Lucky.
Have a dagger.
Okay.
And
you have
dagger.
all dig.
A
I mean,
dagger.
we can always pick something up in town, too.
You have a
too.
-1 short sword.
And my
Okay.
It's Marshall. It's Marshall. Short
Fuck.
sword Marshall.
statistically, is that
Martial
statistically
law.
the same as a whatchamacallit then?
Mace?
Minus one.
as a knight?
D6 -1 would be the same. Well, no, it's finesse versus not finesse, so never
Yeah,
mind.
finesse would be
So-
better for
Is there a simple finesse weapon?
dagger.
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 Dagger it is then.
And we can also
Dagger.
pick some up in town, and we have to pick up clothes, too.
Yes, we can get
Yeah.
more. Best hold on to that in case for now though.
Okay.
All right. So, hold on. Just before we head out.
Yes.
So, plan is to try and find Envy. And last we saw him, you managed to get away from him, right?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, well,
Who?
with help.
Envy?
Which one of us are you asking?
All of us.
I guess all of you. You came all together.
Yeah, I remember we were.
Oh, we think CM distracted him.
CM threw a monster at him.
For starters.
Kind of odd that he's still alive, though. You would think if he, I don't know if, I mean, I don't know. He might have just been doing that to give us the lane to escape. And I don't know where else he would go, though.
Huh. Right.
Maltor, while I'm asking incredibly personal questions, the two gods that the luck and the misfortune, do you know where?
You know their names. It's
Yeah,
common
but Jacob
knowledge.
forgets.
Zenyo and
Senyo
Alaro.
and Alaro.
Thank you. I don't have a notebook.
You have access to the dock.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Do you know where they normally are? Or is that something we could talk to them about? I don't know if he knew them specifically, but, he was not fond of gods in general whenever they...
I mean, from what I understood, he did know them.
Didn't he have that running theory that he was the one who got all squished by those two?
My Reefus knowledge and my Jacob knowledge are a little swapped right now, and I don't want to make, accidentally metagame.
Okay.
That was your theory, yes.
Yeah. Well,
A game theory.
From what I gathered, yeah, they made a bet.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
They're around, I guess.
I
I
here?
don't really.
They're not on some higher plane, sitting up on their golden thrones, shaking golden die.
I could try to ask, but
Only if you're comfortable. It's the only thing that he ever really talked about outside of what we were doing in the moment. And it's the only real... I mean, he may not be interested in them at all. It's just, I have no idea what he is up to or wants.
all right. Yeah, just hold on. And I am just going to try to reach out to both Daniel and Alaro and ask if they know where CM is.
You begin to hear the sound of rolling dice.
They are deciding if they're going to tell me something.
What's that determined by?
Dice.
Really?
Better luck
Right.
next time, kid.
Magic 8 ball.
People decide fates upon dice rolls?
Yeah, they do.
It's all a
they
bet.
That seems
Gambling
silly.
is exciting.
I mean, yes, but only if you win.
Okay.
Well, sometimes it's a collective storytelling.
They're not.
I guess.
Currently. Or at least they didn't answer my question.
Oh, okay. Well, just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I guess.
That once a day thing? Is that a once a week thing? Is that 5 minutes from now you can ask?
Likely every 6 seconds. Just a guess.
I mean, what are they going to do? Throw a dice at you if you annoy them?
And that'd be interesting.
What are you gonna do? Make a bet with the gods of luck and misfortune?
Make a bet with the misfortune one.
I've done dumber things.
Yeah, don't know. I mean, I
Flashbacks to
later, but
flashbacks to session 0.
yeah.
That we don't know.
Well, do you want to try and kill Envy today?
Tall order.
Ambitious, but I mean, we're at 3.5 strength out of 4.
Why don't we just start with new clothes?
Yes.
I think we could all use a bit of a refresh.
Yeah.
We'll keep our spell slots handy.
Indeed, and that is something to do sooner rather than later, I suppose, just in case we really mess things up socially in town by dispatching of envy. It'd be good to get Nithly's
Yes.
You
errands
have
out
to
of the way.
remember that he's part of the sins.
Yeah, we
so-
should.
Yeah,
We
this is-
should probably tread carefully until we find out if we're
Please.
possibly wanted for crimes.
Ah.
Oh, should one person go and pick up everything?
Maybe we should just be
I mean, I
slow
can
in the
scout.
beginning.
But I want my clothes.
I can
Maltor
scout
can
ahead,
disappear.
just check if there's
Also-
any wanted posters or any.
I was about to
guards or
say,
anything like
are
that.
there like newspapers or something? Like how this work?
Oh, you more like a bulletin board / town crier esque
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
With poorly drawn wanted posters.
Yeah.
I've played Witcher 3. I know what to look for.
I play
ye,
Tales
hear
of
ye,
whatever.
Allow this 6-year-old child to tell you the news.
I'm not a child.
I'm
Tell
22!
you what's going.
Oh, yeah, so I mean, Maltor can blend in pretty easily. They can at least scout for us, or maybe run a recon, or
Yeah.
And if need be, I can
we
always
like to
change
see
up.
if we're wanted or something just to make sure before we go out in the open.
also Silver
Yeah.
can literally change form. I forget about that.
I do have
one
two
of
other.
us.
Yeah, I do have 2 other spare sets of clothing though. Currently, yeah, the one from last night probably has some seam tears and whatnot from the
Oh,
muscle
yeah, that's-
expansion. It's
We
like,
can fix that.
thank you. Then I have 2 fine sets of clothing to getting in with Nithli's in a different form but still be fancy. I have a tattered set as well that I used back in a time before I met you all, so I could transform back into the orc I was at one point in time and be a burly son of a gun. Sailor man.
I forgot to
In the desert.
ask. There's a lot going on. What happened to your clothes?
Oh yeah, I tried to scare Envy. I tried to trick him actually, but something went wrong, and he wasn't afraid, and he didn't fall for my lies. And I then fed him the nightmare potion, and that's why I have these fakes here just in case. And then I threw ball bearings. I have to buy more ball bearings
Yes.
just in case.
They were helpful. It
They're
worked very well.
You never know when you're going to need them. Next time I should cover them in oil though.
And light
Yeah.
them on fire.
That might melt the bearings.
Only after he falls.
Yeah, true enough. And then
Right,
Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go scout ahead, and then we can head to Nithli's, kind of ask what's going on there, maybe, and then.
I mean, we're not going to really
Try
ask
to
the state of
see-
the town there. I mean, I could on the down,
Find out if
the
he's
down
heard
low.
anything.
Yeah,
See what
True.
happens.
We'll be here till you get back.
Yeah.
twiddling our thumbs.
I guess guidance.
Alright. Okay.
I bring out the
How much is guidance
Cronkle
again?
board.
It's a D4.
D4. Okay. Do I sneak?
Snack.
One way to find out.
Snack.
Meanwhile, who wants to learn
Okay.
a board game?
Hold on.
Coconut.
Cronkle, Reefus.
So that's a. Do I add?
You added D4. If you want to say numbers out loud, I'll do the math.
Okay. Well, it's a 19, a 4, and then plus an 11.
34.
34.
You blink and Maltor's gone.
I'm always amazed.
This is dumb. Okay.
Yeah, I never really get told.
No,
Rogue shit.
I'm guessing he just goes out the window then, but unseen, unnoticed.
We have no fucking idea.
Just
Yeah.
turn around. and he's
We're
gone.
never gonna fuck.
The window's not even open. It's still closed.
A literal
How?
blink and you miss it.
Wow.
Okay. Yep.
It's even weirder because you all blinked at different times.
I blink as often as I dream.
How do your eyes not
eyes-
dry out?
Don't worry about it.
It's like a cat.
Huh?
Aeseora has
She
the inner
blinks all the
eyelid.
time.
They don't have to though.
You don't have to.
What?
It's a whole side tangent.
Okay.
Go down that wormhole later.
Anyways, as you
Yeah.
make your way out of Shine On,
Doing
The
downtown.
purple I have to blink?
walking fast,
Literally.
Or
faces
like shine
past,
off, am I right?
Shine.
and there's
Shine. Fuck.
I'm homebound.
and you're home
No.
now. You're already home. Do, dear God.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Everything appears to be quite normal.
Desert roads take me
No
home.
commotion. Nothing new. No.
Well, usual commotion.
Yeah. Usual commotion.
Nothing new.
special. No. Billboard seems fine.
Billboard seems fine.
Nothing new from since we've arrived. Okay, perfect. Alright. Coast seems clear. No sign of any of the sins or any activities from the palace.
Roll.
Perception?
Mhm.
Okay. Where's my perception? That is an 18.
18. Off yonder towards the palace, You can see that there is, presumably, a Sin standing in the window, scouting above. However, whom it may be is a mystery.
Okay.
Only had a spyglass.
I don't think I have spyglass.
I don't think
You should buy a spyglass. You should buy a spyglass.
I don't have one.
I
Double
just
checking for
assumed-
spyglass.
I was just
Yeah,
assuming
no.
Aeseora's eyes are going to see it.
All right, in that case,
I hear they never blink.
I'll
At least
take
not
note
at the
of
same
that,
time.
and then head back to Shine On. If that's all that's kind of happening there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Just slip through the window without nobody noticing. All right. So I.
Whoa!
What?
Holy crap!
You're getting too good at that. Keep it up.
Right.
Roll a
That,
wisdom save, everyone. No, I'm kidding.
I'm supposed to be good at those.
Fear!
18.
You're fine.
Oh God, I'm kidding. Hey,
Silver,
I'm gonna get
Silver, you
bopped.
spagoodled.
19.
You're fine. Just Silver spagoodled.
I was so so.
What?
No, I must leave. No, just so
I should
engrossed in the
go.
board game. Oh boy. But okay, so we're good. We don't even have to transform.
Yeah, everything seems fine. There is one of the Sins. I couldn't tell who that was kind of like keeping a lookout. But apart from that, like regular folks, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Nothing I
I
can
wonder
see.
if it's vanity.
Look out where?
Out from the palace, down onto the folk, the peasants.
The common
What
folk.
are the other 5 sins like?
I haven't met
We seem like
most
the other
of them.
two.
Oh, actually, have I met most of them?
I think you
You-
had 5?
I met 4, right?
Meant 4.
Yeah, I've met 4.
I can think of 3.
Also,
Like
my
straight down the middle. I met half. I've only met
favorite
half.
running
You
bit.
have met pride, lust, vanity, and envy.
Yep. Vainglory.
No,
My,
that's fine.
favorite running bit of the campaign
Yeah, for you.
is somebody going to get information and then Aeseora asking them detailed questions, and whether it's me or Silver or over there, it's fine, and just like hearing Aesora's teeth grit together. Thank you for your information. It happens very often.
She's fine.
Yeah, no, no, I couldn't tell who it was. I mean, I've met 4 of the Sins, but I don't know. They seem to be looking out. So if we're going towards the palace area, just watch out. They might be
And
looking
is
for
that
us.
direction we're walking?
Yeah.
Should maybe should maybe a smaller group of us go?
We don't want to split up if we're going to fight
Yeah, no.
Envy.
Oh no, not when we
Oh,
fight
no.
Envy, but just to go pick up clothes and things.
We don't know when we're fighting Envy.
And that's fair.
Yeah,
True,
I'd
but-
rather us stick together for
Okay.
now on.
Or at the very least, we head towards the clothing shop. I go in this other set of. I have another set of fine clothing. It's like this, but the color is slightly different, and that's all you need to know about it. But
right.
still, it's different enough. It doesn't have the arm poofs, I imagine, but I can just put on a different face. We see someone in the crowd and just kind of go yoink, and then I can, do whatever needs to be
Yeah.
done, and then I'll be back to myself once we have the clothing. I just got to talk to Nithles, and he'll know it's me.
I guess we could do that.
Well, we should all go with if we can.
You just wait outside, yeah.
Yeah, we could just,
Or
maybe you
not.
could give us a sign if it's all clear. I feel like it would maybe be better if we're inside the shop than out on the street.
Though to be
Yes.
fair, the bouncer I think has us on whatever it's
Oh,
called. I might have to go as myself.
Well, you could go as somebody else and then just at the door, just, go back.
True enough. True enough.
I could try
We'll
to
just
help
plan on
one of you.
all
with
going
this.
and see what happens.
And to be fair, yeah, it's if we're wanted there, and we're going to get got, but it's Nithles. He'll probably be fine.
Yeah. Can I help somebody with sneaking? Or is that not a, like...
You can roll
Yeah, we
to
could
assist
group
them.
sneak.
Huh?
Can we do a
Yeah,
group
you
stealth
can
check?
do a group stealth.
How does that work again?
I think
Everybody
we
rolls?
all roll and see
Yeah.
failures and successes.
Or an
Yeah.
average. Yeah, it's either failure successes or average,
Average.
or
And
DM discretion.
DM
if
just-
enough people get over a
You
certain
wanted to
threshold, or
average?
vice versa.
Or I've seen like take only the lowest rolls, or I've seen. I mean,
There's
it's
all
the
sorts of
highest,
ways.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just remember,
lowest
you're
roll
only as
seems mean.
sneaky as your least sneaky member.
And I think that's why there have been ones
Oh,
where it's
that's
like
why.
the lowest, go off just the lowest person. So like whoever's the lowest plus just rolls, and then people help that person to try and make the group stealthy. That's one way to do it, but you can also do the average or just success versus not success.
Anything goes.
Yes, it's up to DM.
Are we group sneaking?
You're all gonna roll.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Oh, very not good for me.
Well, very not good for you is probably what I rolled. 14.
Luckily.
It's
17.
not bad.
Okay, 14.
19.
19.
Oh no, 18. Sorry, 18.
18, 14, 18,
17.
17.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, 15's a hard PC, so like we're doing
That's
all right.
3 above. Yeah, we'll take it.
High five all around. High five. Real sneaky.
yeah.
Quiet
Yeah,
high fives.
yeah.
Quiet high five. Fist bumps.
Quite high fives, but I just
And
can't stop the
Sylvyre,
smile.
You can be something
I
else while
can't
you smile.
stop.
True. I'll still be someone else until we get there. I'll probably just take on a human face. But again, since I have the lowest
Take
roll,
out a human face, he said.
take on a human face. But since I have the lowest roll, that human's gonna have the biggest smile. I
Very
just didn't feel like
Sylvyre-like.
dropping it.
Terrifying. I'm just keeping to whoever's got like if somebody walks by with a big jacket, or like there's a group of people walking with each other, just kind of finding the little Tetris lanes.
You're doing some Assassin's Creed blending shit.
Yeah, but nowhere near as cool. Much more whimsical.
I'm keeping an eye on everyone, so I'm not as stealthy as
The chaperone.
Yeah.
The chaperone.
Constantly paying attention
Just wait,
to
just wait,
everything.
Okay.
Don't bump into that
Also,
person.
Attempting to listen to conversation about anything that might have to do with the sins or crime.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I can roll perception.
Can I
No
do
need your
that
passive sign off.
Can I do that too? Just with. All right, if they're passive, then that's good. Never mind.
Well, if Reefus wants to know,
Well,
Reefus
yeah, I
is
have.
gonna have to roll.
Well, just with the background.
Oh yeah.
Reefus
I
wants to
can
know.
easily-
Reefus will have to.
Yeah, I can just as easily pick out criminal activity in a community as local outposts of the watch. So I'll be doing see if anything sounds criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could.
Can't believe I got to steal a purse from
Oh yeah, that's true. I have thieves can't, and also I'm from here, so.
None, unfortunately, the other 3 of us do not can't. But
It's useful for other thieves.
You said it was insight or
Perception.
It's
Hearing-based
perception.
perception.
Yeah. Okay.
I have ears and can listen to people, but I don't feel like it.
22.
nice.
You hear rumors floating about that some dumbasses were brave enough or foolish enough to attack Envy. And word on the street is that tonight the streets better be clear.
Oh. I hate to be those guys. We barely got away.
And another person goes, well, didn't you hear? Envy said he took something from them.
They say what?
I check my wallet.
You're missing 10 gold.
We
What
gotta
about
get
me?
it back.
Are you checking your wallet too?
I'm checking everything.
Yeah, so
My wallet, in my bag of holding.
the wallet money was from 2 sessions ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
It already happened.
Yeah, it already happened. Just
Like you don't have to subtract it again. I did that.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
I had to.
2 seconds.
Silver would keep track. I don't.
Yes. But they don't say what. Just that he took something.
Am I missing anything?
No. And that he's begun to be an asshole more than usual to the other sins.
Should get vanity to get on our side.
They don't like us very much.
But still, we could try and turn them against each other.
That's true.
You have 2 sins out of the 8 that like 2 out of your 4 members.
Hey.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. Because it's
2
the seven sins, and then vainglory was a sin until a pope, or a specific pope took over, and then combined vainglory and pride.
I was wondering. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I
Real
forgot. I
history
remember
fact,
learning
by
that.
the way.
Yes.
Indeed.
What a time to be alive.
Okay.
Hello, my name's Kurt Haugen. I'm the DM of Moral Skulls, and I'm here for your history lesson.
Hi, Kurt.
It's been more than 15 minutes. I'm legally allowed to leave.
If I am hearing this, I am becoming increasingly somber.
Valid.
I hate to be that guy, but are we there yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep listening for anything else, but I'm still going.
As you're listening, you don't really hear much else besides the bring ding 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 of the door opening as you finally make your way there. Sylvyre, I believe you're the one leading this expedition.
Obviously. So, we gotta go right up to that doorman. Or we could sit in line for a few hours and be a little less conspicuous.
How long's the line?
Few hours.
If you don't stop Silver's going to skip that line. and
Estimated
duck to the
4.5
doorman.
hours at like the sign
Yeah.
point.
I'm not stopping
I'm following,
Sylvyre.
Yeah, I'm going with Silver as well.
Okay. Then
Okay,
yes.
There's a line with. I'm
Screw
sorry,
the
my
queue.
Friends are just. I'll be right back.
But then yes. Pop back to myself as I'm walking up, or facial wise, going, well, hello again. I'm here to check on my good friend Nithles, and also to see if our order is finished or not yet. We need to be let upon inside so we can try things on to make sure we're all. I know it's gonna be perfect, but I want to
Sooner
make
is
sure.
preferable than later.
Exactly.
Right, do you have a name?
Thank you.
Ah, yes, Silver and Company.
Silver and Company. I don't have
Two
an Ed
eyes.
Company on my list.
That's
Oh, that's-
unfortunate. He'll know we're here.
Well,
It's.
unless you give me the other names.
I was gonna say it's Reefus, Aeseora, and Maltor. We did the first time around.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Nice to see him here. Good to go on in.
Excellent.
Thank
Get
you.
our new clothes.
And as you enter, it's once that your noses are assaulted by a barrage of perfumes and colognes.
Oh, not again.
I need names for every single perfume and cologne that is assaulting
Thanks,
us in the
I
smell
refuse.
profile. Okay.
What the fuck is this? Macy's? Come on.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, I kind of
To
smell
go
it.
through the
Tons of
perfume
clothes
aisle.
everywhere along the walls and blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. Same spiel as last time.
Looking great. Fantastic stuff.
And as you approach Nithles, who is once again at his desk, he seems to be just...
Real quick. Detect magic. Sweet. Besides, like, the normal clothing enchantments, is anything fucking weird?
No.
There was hesitation with that no.
There
Yeah,
was.
there was hesitation in that no.
Yeah.
But also because there's probably a lot to look at, like what clothing does what.
I'm trying to remember, like, what's all here.
Yeah. There is a lot.
There is a lot.
Like, is there anything that wasn't there last time within reason? I know clothes change in
Clothing?
2 days, but like, magic items that do things that clothes don't often do, or whatever the fuck.
Basically, are any of the clothes racks a
No.
mimic?
No.
Or was it ragamuffins? Is that what they were called?
Oh shit, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a thing where there's clothes that just suffocate you in like probably in AD&D. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
clothing on the ground in a dungeon. You're suffocating, you're dying, you're dead.
Yeah, it's like the
Congratulations.
rugs, but worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those things.
I feel like it's ragamuffin or something weird like that.
It's close.
Yeah, or it's a funny name.
Okay, nothing unusual
Nothing unusual that you can see.
Cat.
that I can see.
I knew.
Okay.
It is a ragamuffin, okay.
Yeah.
Spelled weird, but yes.
Continue. Sorry.
Yes.
So as you make your way up to Nestle's, he is his usual buried now in paperwork self.
Indeed. Nithles, my buddy, my pal, my friend. How's it going?
Oh, well, business as always is booming, darling, but, please tell me you had nothing to do with all of this paperwork.
I doubt it.
Paperwork.
Because we didn't ruin any clothing, so I
Well,
doubt
word on
it.
the street, and on these papers, in fact, is that Envy's cloak has been stolen.
Oh my.
Now he's asking for another one, and I got mad at him because it's a one-of-a-kind work. You can't expect me to simply just make another one without styling it up better, but no, he wants the exact same thing. Some people have no fashion sense, truly.
No, he doesn't want a different color or something?
No, he's insistent on green, says it's his aesthetic.
It's cliche.
Of course.
You need to go for something. At least go for a gradient of green to a different green. At least there's something. Oh,
No, he just wants this boring forest green.
how horrendous. But
Absolutely.
no. Absolutely horrendous indeed, yes. But also, no, nothing to do with it. Nothing at all.
What does I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Where does Envy normally come in here to pick things up, or?
Well, usually, yes. One must come inside to pick up their clothes, especially from quite a name brand such as myself.
Of
I
course.
believe you have
right.
all the sins, don't you?
I do.
Ah, fantastic.
And I
I
do
was gonna make-
believe Vainglory has an order coming up soon as well. There's a-
Ooh, that must be a. What's that one like? I'm curious.
Oh, it is quite a bit. He changes his look like every trip, truly.
The variety's nice, though.
Of course, and I completely understand and appreciate looking one's best at any given time.
Indeed.
Of course.
Of course.
Of
Still.
course.
Then, if I do will understand if ours is not ready, then if all this is coming up in the meanwhile.
Well, I never said anything of the sort now, did I?
Ah, because I knew didn't imagine the sort. I had complete confidence in your ability. At all times. You're wonderful.
I know I am, but you can continue saying it.
Indeed, the best seamster tailor. The best tailor in all the realm. Indeed.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Impeccable taste. Let's go. Get our stuff. And get the last, I think it was, I paid 150 earlier, and it was half and half, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. And the other 150 now.
Indeed.
Indeed. But we have to try these on because I've been excited.
They fit fantabulously.
Perfect. Everyone else trying your stuff.
Oh yeah.
Fashion montage of things we've already decided on, but still.
I forget to write up my description, so I'll have to. Oops, it's fine.
I had the vaguest of descriptions because I don't know fashion.
I can help.
I would. Poof. Yeah. I'm putting on my clothes. There is like, there's nothing. There's no excitement. There's no like, ooh, new clothes. It's just, I'm basically like.
Going through the motions.
Simply unhappy.
Yeah.
Unhappy, darling.
That's the resting face of Maltor, don't you worry.
No, it's the body
clothes
language.
Clothes are fine.
It's been a long week.
Understandable, but surely one of my fantabulous works and lovely air of elegance should perk someone up.
I look to
Did
Reefus.
Evie come here
Make a little wand motion.
Yes.
yesterday, today?
I'm afraid I am not quite allowed to give out those details, but
Well, the thing is, if I don't know how to phrase this. And forgive me if I'm using this incorrectly. I just have heard the phrase recently, but word on the street is that Indy has found himself. If he's being robbed, we happen to be, what's the right word? It's not mercenaries. That's a little harsh. Heroes for hire.
Yeah.
so
And
you,
he's
Detectives?
clearly a difficult person to get in touch with.
traditionally, yes. Usually
But
because no one likes to talk to him.
Right, and we understand that.
Very.
But if we help him, and if there's anything I've learned from our mutual friend Sylvyre here, it's shared branding. If we helped him and we're, wearing your things,
That would look good for you.
Why, yes, I suppose it would. He kept going on, I will say he kept going on about some drama with Maltor. That wouldn't happen to be your friend Maltor now, would it?
I don't know.
It's a somewhat common name.
Didn't the prince name that around here?
No.
It's the royal family's name. I'm unfamiliar with the genealogy.
Well,
Sylvyre, please. Oh, you're being serious.
Apologize. I got into town 2 days ago. What do you expect? I'm a seller, not a historian.
And any seller worth their salt should know the
Should
royal
know the
family.
nobility, yes.
Maltor,
didn't-
would you be so kind as to educate my poor idiot friend?
You wound me.
Yeah, what's the name of the...
What is the name of the royal family, Maltor?
Jeez, do I know?
Improv.
I mean, I don't know. I cannot.
Look at two objects near you and mix their names together. That's how Kurt does it.
Usually.
I'm trying to remember if there's actually a name.
I'm gonna assume, yeah.
There is. I'm pretty sure I've told it to you.
Oh God. duh.
Probably in passing.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I wrote it. Like, I do not think I had it
Get
down.
it up.
I
We
don't
can
think I have
always
that.
rate-
If you
rate-
have
rate
one,
on it.
Kurt, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's
sorry.
Quarantine.
That does not ring any bell.
I might have not said it then.
Well, to be fair, we actually no. The prince was
What
part
is
of our
it?
wagon. So.
Quarantine.
Spell, please.
Carintine.
For the first time ever, I guessed correctly.
I would have gotten a super.
Then Silver's going to go into a rambling explanation. How look, I was only in town. I'm only going to be in town for a few days. As much as if I set down roots here, I'd want to sell to the nobility. But my scope was small, and he's just going to keep on.
Look, I believe
basically-
I taught you to be better than that, Sylvyre. One must always
Indeed.
aim for the stars and higher, for anything higher than the stars is nothing less than what we deserve.
And that's why we're
Indeed.
going.
I've
north.
unplugged my headset.
Oh no! Keep talking,
idea.
everyone.
Say
Okay.
whatever you want.
Die.
Oh, nope, never mind.
Okay, planning done.
Kurt, we won while you were gone.
Oh my god! All right, that's it. Campaign's over. Thanks for watching. No, I'm kidding.
Hell yeah.
So, still, but yes, he's lamenting, I know I should have been doing better, and yada, 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 and detracting from the question that was asked earlier. So, anyway, but yeah, no, that would be, I never thought about us doing more of a detective agency, though. That would be interesting. There's a skill set amongst us. Aeseora, that could really benefit. That could really work out for that line of work. No, good idea, Reefus. Good idea. Still, again, thank you for the clothing. We're going to go try and check up on some of those now. If you ever need my help, give me a call. I know we don't have phones.
Give me a
Look.
I suppose.
You'll be able to find me. You'll be able to find me.
Of course.
One way or another.
While they're talking, can I do kind of like a bit of a walk around the store, even like as much behind the desk as I can without raising suspicion?
Are you gonna be stealthy about it?
Oh, shit.
Roll.
Ooh, stealth?
Stealth.
Oh, not again. Come on now.
82 got it.
Yeah, no,
I can never tell. I can never tell Francesca
No, this
roll
is
a
a
4
bad.
or.
it's a 30.
Yeah, see, I can't tell. I was like, that looks like a 7. Oh no.
No, it was another 19. I rolled 2 19s for stealth rolls.
Right, well,
And
where the fuck you want to go? Everywhere, got it.
yes, I'll just slowly start to levitate. No, I'm kidding. No, I just like kind of like around the shop, especially around Nithli's like desk. If there's more of a back area than what we're already kind of in, kind of like pop my head and kind of look at that. Just anything, anything that would have to do, well, I mean specifically with Envy or with Valia.
And as you begin to walk around Envy's desk, and pop your
desk.
Envy's desk. Sorry, you said Envy, and now it's in my head.
No. Envy works here.
Nithly's desk.
Bob?
As you wrap around Nithly's desk, and kind of pop your head back behind the. They have one of those like curtain doors, you know.
Yeah.
Nithly's grabs your sleeve and tells you with respect, please don't go back there, darling.
Now, Maltor, you know.
And Sylvyre, you see Maltor just zoop appear pretty much as Nithly's grabs his arm.
Fantastic. Yes. Again, Maltor.
Yeah, you get used to them doing that. They just kind of come and go.
Exactly, but curiosity killed the cat. Come on, back this way. You'll get better designs later. Or you can look at better other clothing later, whatever.
Yeah, like I kind of ignored Sylvyre to be like, you've got a keen eye to Nithly's directly. Like not breaking eye contact.
One in the business must.
Got any employees as well?
Well, you've seen them.
Big guy up
All
front.
of them?
Well, no, not all of them.
Which haven't we seen?
I'm sorry, but you wouldn't know them anyways.
Are you sure?
Can I insight?
Yeah.
Same.
You don't need to know the whole employee dossier.
26?
Okay.
Forgot your insight's stupid.
What is
It's just a +7. I'm not a fucking
What's-
bard.
What's 6 plus 8?
14.
14.
All right, there you go. Sorry, staring at numbers. Numbers staring back.
That's hard late at night.
That's hardly. Aeseora, you get the obvious feeling that he's not saying everything. And there's
Mrs.
some.
How many people are in this room?
Well, let's see. So there's the 5 of you. There's the. And then the bouncer.
He's outside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so yeah. That's 9. I'm genuinely unsure if that picked up.
9.
No.
Nine
Okay.
picked up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm just blinking helplessly as Reefus in the middle.
Duck in the middle with Reefus.
We'd love to see them.
What? Wait, why?
You're free to look around. Just don't go in.
They're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Free to look around.
What's behind there?
Private business. I'm afraid I can't let customers behind there.
Every merchant has their secrets, guys.
Sorry, Sylvyre, does your company always do this?
Yes, we ask lots of questions.
Questions, yes. It's
Sneak into
like I said,
private rooms.
depending on the situation, but
We've done no
I'm
such thing.
usually, I mean, Aeseora has never done such thing, but still, it's late and my brain stopped.
Okay.
I guess locate object.
On.
Envy's mask.
Are you... Would you be familiar enough with the mask to...
Motherfucker fought me. I think yes.
Yeah, but they fought...
It got
they
pulled
took...
off
they got,
during the...
Yeah,
So
I
there-
was paying
Here's a
attention.
mask. Rip.
sure. Okay.
I guess that would have been a thing. Like, if he kept it on, it's like, that's his face, right?
We probably could have started with that.
The mask is located in the floor above you.
Did I know there was an upstairs?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in the roof.
Just sitting on the roof sunbathing.
It's a 2-floor thing.
Calls are coming inside the house.
I will say, in Maltor's head, Envy is upstairs.
That's not necessarily true, but...
But yeah, I mean, you said it.
It was a mask.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It is what I believe.
Meanwhile, there's a very long dead pause happening.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
like,
obviously Silver still rambling on in a different
Yeah.
way to avoid the problem, but again, it's nearly midnight. My brain is struggling.
It's been a really stressful week, especially with Envy involved and everything like that. I think we're all just a little tense.
And Aeseora's head's like...
It's the new clothing
Ups-
confidence.
sure.
Mask, locate object, pinged upstairs.
Okay.
If you really must see in this area behind, you're free to sign a confidentiality contract.
Ooh.
Can I see the stairs from where I'm standing?
No.
Okay.
Now you've got my curiosity. Whose designs? I mean, whose?
I can see back there. I just have to promise to not tell.
It is a contract, a magical kind.
Don't
You don't get...
Sign.
Let's not.
anything. Do not sign anything.
Oh no!
I'm pulling out my sword.
Maltor. Hey,
Whoa!
Walter has something against contracts. Stop doing that in my friend's store, please. Don't. No. Put it away, please.
Sorry,
I
Sylvyre, but I
will
suppose
sort of like-
you'd need to acquire some better company.
I think I do at times, yes, but for the time being, I'm stuck
Okay.
with them.
If you'd be
That's
so
fine.
kind as to leave before I'm...
let's go.
Call security.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Maltor.
Yeah, can't do. Sorry.
What? No,
I
what?
am
What? No,
bolting
wait,
backwards into the back store.
And we'll find out what happens in the next episode.
I'm embarrassed for myself.
Yup. A little bit.
Worst thing.
Sorry, Silver.
I was waiting
on it,
for it
Silver.
though.
Sorry that it's a slightly shorter episode tonight.
barely.
I have to pick up my partner from work.
Life happens while life is happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
I hope everyone had a lovely time tonight.
See you Thursday for either King of the Castle or Fire Emblem. We'll see what happens.
Something.
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 What?
Something.
Dark side.
An item of business.
Indeed.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
See y'all in a couple days.